Hello and welcome to today's morning report chart analysis videos on Wednesday the 30th of November with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantech Markets. We've got a sort of mixed look at today really. Forex markets are not really moving a great deal. The dollar's sort of clawed back a little bit of lost ground that it saw yesterday. Not a great deal, basically flat on the day, certainly against the euro. Slightly, it is making ground against the yen though, but basically speaking, the dollar's broadly flat. This is coming as sort of the treasury yields have started to sort of pick up again slightly. 10-year and the 2-year slightly higher on the day. But the main focus of the day is oil and the OPEC meeting. And what we're getting is news out from Vienna that suggests that there is going to be a deal done. Iran has said that some sort of deal is in the offing, although it might take a bit of a different format apparently than we had been anticipating. And also Iraq has also said that they've agreed a deal on a cut apparently. So the oil price has jumped strongly higher, now around about 5% up on the day, although this chart is delayed. So yeah, this chart is going to help. So the jump in the oil price is certainly going to help sentiment anyway in the markets. And equity markets have picked up, having been mixed early doors. They've been picking up in the last sort of minutes as a response to this oil news or OPEC news. So that is certainly helping sentiment today and driving European equities higher. Much beyond that, we've got a fairly heavy economic data clutch today. We're sort of looking at inflation for the Eurozone in the US, a little bit of US employment as well. But let's get the schedule up, whereby we sort of start off with the Eurozone inflation flash. Eurozone inflation expected to improve slightly to 0.6 from 0.5, which again would continue this improvement that we've seen in the last few months. US inflation is at 130. Now this is the Fed's preferred inflation measure, the core PCE, which is expected to be plus 0.1% on the month, which would basically keep in line with last month at 1.7% on the year, so no change expected there. And then into the later afternoon we've got the US pending home sales, which is expected to grow by 0.2%, and the EIA crude oil stocks, which is expected to be plus 1.7 million barrels. But obviously massive focus will be on OPEC rather than the EIA oil inventory report, although there could easily be a reaction, but still I think the big focus was on the OPEC meeting today. So will they get an agreement? It certainly looks like from the reports from Iraqi minister and Iranian one that there could be some sort of deal that they're putting together now. Now, my chart of the day is the Aussie dollar. Now, we have seen the Aussie dollar rallying strongly from this 73 figure level, but 74 to 75, I spoke about that last week, 74 to 75 being overhead supply area, whereby you sort of catch all these lows from July, August, September, October in that area. That would be where the sort of selling pressure starts to come back in. And what we've seen in the last few days is this rally coming up through 74 figure, yes, but hitting 75 as a buffer. 74.94, 74.97 and 74.97 in the last 3 days. So is this beginning to sort of show a little bit of sort of struggle to get much further? The RSI is beginning to roll over under 50. That's not great, although the stochastics are rising. Look at the hourly chart, you'd say that we're still in this uptrend channel, so that's a positive, but you're just sort of losing a bit of impetus in the rally on the RSI, on the hourly and MACD lines as well. So the market will certainly be focusing, I think, on this 74.28 reaction low from yesterday. That will be your key level near term, and a break below that would sort of imply around about sort of 70 or so ticks of downside. That would complete a small near term top pattern and imply also the end of this rally higher on this uptrend channel. So that is a key level, I think, near term to watch, 74.28, yesterday's low. Initially the support comes in of today's low of 74.58, 74.60 effectively. So it'll be interesting to see if we can continue this rally or if it now starts to roll over, considering we've got these 3 days in a row of resistance underneath that 75 big figure level, which again, if you zoom out, is a pivot. 75 big figure is a pivot level. So very interesting moves on the Aussie dollar that we're seeing. Is this just a bear market rally that's unwinding, ready to be sold? It could be. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.